Chapter 11. The Fallen. Elion, the Silver City. Dawn never truly broke in Elion. The eternal light simply deepened from soft pearl to radiant gold as the heart of creation pulsed overhead like a living sun, its slow heartbeat sending waves of warmth across the realm. Crystal spires rose thousands of feet into the sky, their flawless surfaces etched with living scripture that shifted and rewrote itself in flowing rivers of liquid gold. Rivers of starlight cascaded from the clouds in melodic arcs, singing in ancient harmonies as they fell into vast gardens where flowers bloomed in colors mortal eyes had never witnessed. Shimmering violets that bled into impossible crimsons, petals that hummed with inner light. Yet today, the beauty felt hollow, fragile, like a perfect mask beginning to crack. Azoth stood motionless on the highest balcony of the grand hall, his massive silver wings folded tightly against his back. Below, thousands of angels moved in perfect, disciplined formations across the training fields. Their armor gleamed like polished mirrors, and the clash of blades forged from pure light rang upward like shattering bells. The sound of war preparations filled the air. Behind him, soft footsteps echoed on crystal. Illyria approached, her own wings glowing with a softer, warmer luminescence. She stopped a few paces away, studying her husband's rigid posture. "They're afraid, Azoth," she said, her voice quiet but carrying the weight of centuries. "I can feel it in every prayer that reaches the heart. It tastes bitter." He didn't turn. Fear is natural before battle. It sharpens the blade. Illyria stepped closer, her gown of woven starlight whispering against the floor. "They're not afraid of the fallen, my love. They're afraid of you." Azoth's hands tightened on the balcony rail. Fine fractures spider-webbed through the crystal beneath his fingers. "I overheard 2 seraphim this morning," she continued. "They thought they were alone in the Dawn Chapel. One whispered, 'If the supreme deity can banish his own brother into the void, what is to stop him from turning that same judgment on us when we falter?'" The other didn't argue. He simply looked away. Azoth's jaw clenched. "They forget their place. They're losing faith," Illyria replied, her tone gentle but unflinching. "The paladins on Askare have sent desperate pleas through the veil. They want to know if their oaths still hold when the gods themselves are divided. Some have already laid down their swords, saying they will not spill blood in a war between brothers." She paused, voice softening. "And the clerics, they're healing wounds that haven't come from any battle yet and make a darker chef yet. Cracks in reality itself. The world below feels the fracture even if it doesn't understand it." Azoth finally turned to face her. For the first time in countless centuries, the supreme deity looked old. The eternal radiance in his eyes had dimmed to a weary glow. Faint lines of strain etched the corners of his face, and his wings, usually held with proud authority, hung heavy with exhaustion. "What would you have me do, Illyria?" His voice cracked slightly, raw with frustration and pain. "Stand idle while my brother poisons creation? Well, he turns our children against us?" "I would have you lead," she answered, stepping forward to place a hand on his armored chest, not with fear, but with hope. "The Silver City is fracturing from within. If your own angels doubt you, how can we expect the mortals to stand firm?" Azoth looked down at her hand, then passed her toward the golden horizon, where the first shadows of the coming storm already darkened the edge of the sky. "Then we give them something to believe in again," he said, his voice gaining strength. "Call the Silver Guard, tell the Atari to ready their war hymns and their celestial engines. Summon the thrones and dominions. If the fallen want war, we will meet them with the full, unyielding light of Elion." He reached up and gently touched her cheek, his thumb brushing away a tear she hadn't realized had fallen. "And pray," he whispered, "that our son is still on the side of that light when the time comes. Because if he has truly chosen his uncle's path, I do not know if I can strike him down." Illyria closed her eyes, leaning into his touch. "Then we must make sure he still has a reason to choose us." The heart of creation pulsed once more overhead, but this time its light seemed just a fraction dimmer.